Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Stellaris Utopia. We are working our way towards shedding our flesh in favor of a cold, hard, synthetic existence. And we have our first Ascension perk that we're going to be able to choose from. Once we take Faith in Science. Assist research increases planet happiness by 10%. Let's go ahead and adopt that. And now we can choose our first Ascension perk, and in 91 months we can adopt a new tradition. So, what do we have available? So we don't have too many that are actually, that we can choose from. We'll take a look at those in a moment. But first, let's take a look at the ones that are not available. Galactic Wonders. Megastructures are rightfully regarded as the wonders of our time. The scope of such a project would have been unimaginable. Mere generations ago. That allows the construction of sentry arrays, science nexuses, and Dyson spheres. It requires the mega engineering technology. The Circle of Life, a massive ring-shaped megastructure with artificial habitats built around the orbital circumference of a star. In theory, it could be done. Unlocks megastructure Ringworld, requires... and both of these require 3 other Ascension perks before you can choose them. Requires the Voidborn Ascension perk, and also requires Mega Engineering Technology. Voidborn. Space, once seen as a cold and insurmountable barrier, has become a second home to us. More and more of our young reach adulthood without ever setting foot on a planet. Unlocks Station Habitat, requires Deep Space Installations Technology, and Battleships Technology. Galactic Contender. The fallen empires cling to the ruins of their decrepit civilizations, ever fearful of the younger and more dynamic races that surround them. Their time has long since passed. Damage to fallen empires plus 33%. Damage to awakened empires plus 33%. And that requires 2 other Ascension perks to be selected first. Master Builders. Building a megastructure requires an unprecedented amount of resources and planning. We are breaking new ground in the field of macro engineering. Requires 1 other Ascension perk to be selected first. Requires Voidborn or Galactic Wonders Ascension perk. And megastructures build speed plus 33% and build cost minus 25%. Defender of the Galaxy. As star nations vie with one another in petty disputes, sinister forces of unimaginable power are arraying themselves against all sentient life. Who will protect us? Damage to Praetorian creatures plus 50%, damage to the Unbidden plus 50%, damage to the Aberrant plus 50%, damage to the Vehement plus 50%, damage to AI Rebels plus 50%, everyone's opinion increased by plus 20. Requires 2 other Ascension perks to be selected first. So, looking at that list, it is clear that there are 2 other endgame crises that they have added. Galactic Force Projection. The fleet is the instrument by which the will of our empire is made manifest. We will live or die depending on its strength. Naval capacity plus 200. Requires 2 other Ascension perks to be selected first. Looking at this one, I feel that this is only good if you're really hitting the limit on naval capacity. Probably be better in a very crowded, on a very crowded map that you don't have a whole lot of room to expand, and you've kind of hit the limit of where you can expand. So that might be good there if you need extra force to, fight them off. World Shaper. To carefully shape and alter the ecosystems of an entire planet into something else is not so very different from an artist sculpting a statue out of clay. Effects terraforming speed plus 100%. Requires a terrestrial sculpting technology. I kind of feel like at some point I've got to take this one. I terraform all the time. I love terraforming. So I kind of feel like it's got to be something that I take at some point. We'll see. There's a lot of good perks to take. Transcendence. We stand at the threshold of awakening the true psionic might of our species. Our minds are ready, and we have heard the whispers of a psychic realm beyond our own. All members of our species will unlock their full psionic potential. Requires 3 other Ascension perks to be selected first, requires the Mind Over Matter Ascension perk. And, speaking of Mind Over Matter, only a fraction of the potential contained within our minds has been unlocked. The latent psionic ability of our species are only now beginning to manifest in certain individuals. The latent psionic abilities of our species will be awakened in some individuals. Tech research options gained. Telepathy. Requires the psionic theory technology, and requires one other Ascension perk to be selected first. Synthetic evolution. It is time to abandon the flawed organic vessels that imprison our minds. By transferring our neural patterns into synthetic bodies, we will achieve a higher state of being. Robot maintenance cost minus 25%. We will prepare a special project to transfer the minds of our citizens into synthetic bodies. Requires 3 other Ascension perks to be selected first. Requires the Synthetics technology. Requires the Synthetic Personality Matrix technology. Requires the Flesh is Weak Ascension perk. And the flesh is weak. The limits and constraints imposed on us by our feeble organic bodies are simply unacceptable. To reach our full potential, we must turn to cybernetic implants. Robot maintenance cost minus 15%. We will prepare a special project to enhance our citizens with cybernetic implants. Requires one other Ascension perk to be selected first. Requires the Droids technology. Evolutionary Mastery. Evolution is a single-minded beast that follows a single path to its inevitable conclusion. We cannot afford to limit ourselves, thus. Let us explore all paths simultaneously. Trait points plus 3. Modify species special project cost minus 25%. Tech research option gained. Genetic resequencing. Requires 3 other Ascension perks to be selected first. Requires the targeted gene expression technology, and requires the Engineered Evolution Ascension perk. Engineered Evolution. To leave our genetic destiny in the hands of nature is an inefficient and excruciatingly slow process. Why not jumpstart the future of our species? Trait points plus 2. Modify species special project cost minus 50%. Tech research option gained. Gene seed purification. Requires one other Ascension perk to be selected first, and requires the gene tailoring technology. I'm not sure if that trait points plus 2 is cumulative. Like, I don't know if getting both of these means that you've got a total of plus 5. I don't know. I don't know if the plus 3 may replace the plus 2. I kind of suspect that because I think plus 5 is a bit much. Alright, now we've got the ones that are actually available to us. Interstellar Dominion. Our place amongst the stars is assured and irrefutable, and the borders of our nation equally so. Border range plus 25%. Technological Ascendancy. Technologies that would have been indistinguishable from magic mere generations ago are now within our reach. A new age of technology has begun. Research speed plus 10%. One Vision. True unity is achieved only when the ultimate goals of a nation and its peoples are one and the same. After all, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Governing ethics attraction, plus 30%. Unity output, plus 10%. Mastery of nature. Although we mastered the nature of our homeworld long ago, the alien biomes we have since encountered present new challenges. They too shall be overcome. Clear blocker cost minus 100%, and unlocks the ability to clear most tile blockers. Imperial Prerogative. As our civilization continues to grow, so its beating heart must also expand. More systems will be placed under our direct control. Core sector systems plus 5. So, most of these are pretty good. I kind of feel like the weakest one is actually this border range one, maybe a little bit later. I mean, certainly border range is pretty good, but as long as they have the repeatable technology later in the game, it's a little bit iffy. I mean, like, if I was really tight in right now, or I really had a couple world, systems that I wanted to get right now that I thought that AIs might be about to get, then I could see going for this. But otherwise, I kind of feel like that's a little bit weak. Plus 10% research speed is awesome. Unity output plus 10% means getting more Unity for more traditions faster. That's pretty good. Plus, governing ethics attraction means less issues with factions that you don't want, so that's not bad. Mastery of nature. I'm a little bit iffy on this. I haven't gotten a lot of tile blockers, so in that respect, I actually have a good reason to get this right now. And it does make clearing the blockers free. All it takes is time. And that's nothing to sneeze at either, especially here in the early game. And then, of course, Core Sector Systems +5 is pretty awesome in and of itself. But I think that for us, the tech speed is really going to be key. Just getting a massive amount of tech real fast is pretty awesome. On the other hand, it does make it kind of difficult to keep up with what we're building. So, but I think that technological ascendancy is what we want to go with. We'll go with that. And not entirely sure what we will choose when we get some more in 91 months. I guess we'll have to see. I'd kind of like to build some more of the buildings that increase unity, to be honest, but yeah, it's going to be a little while. Let's see. So now that we've done all that, I got that building. Ah, the Cybrex. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Lothandra 1A. Is that? Nope. Oh, over there. Okay. Incredibly, this civilization, which apparently referred to itself as the Cybrex, seems to have been made up of machines that were linked together in some sort of collective consciousness. The age of the artifacts indicate that they were active some 600,000 years ago, in this part of the galaxy at least, but we have learned nothing of their exact origins. According to a partial data fragment that our scientists managed to extract from one of the artifacts, the Cybrex at some point launched a crusade to destroy all sentient organic life in the galaxy for reasons unknown. Oh. Well, we won't be doing that. I mean, we don't care if other people are organic. We just don't want to be. Interesting. Begins the precursors the Cybrex event chain.
Situation log updated.
Alright, well, at this point, we just need to get more of those artifacts. And they did make it so that it's a lot easier to get them. Alright, we got Frontier Clinic. That is very good. Don't really care about that. Selective Defoliants. Or Biolab. I think that Selective Defoliants is better right now. As much as I want tech. Let's see. Let's go ahead and build that here. And build it up here. Because that'll speed up our growth. And that's good.
Anomaly found.
Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface of Lothandra 2, practically begging for some archaeological work. Go ahead and research that.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Maybe once I'm done with this system, I'll run down there and hit that up. I like this just straight string of stuff. That's not a bad system either. There's some good minerals out here. Mass extinction, broken planet. Our astronomers are confident that the asteroid belt in the system was once a habitable planet, torn asunder by unknown forces. A special project has been issued to study one of the major asteroids in the belt.
Situation
Okay.
log updated.
We will go ahead and do that after we survey. Abandoned amusement park. The structures on Lothandra 2 are not as old as we first believed. It seems that to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Arden Kell notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us Psittacans, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. 196 society research and 336 physics research.
Research
Nice.
complete. Construction complete.
And we got AI-controlled colony ships. I think the energy grid is going to be our key right now because we need more energy. Always with the more energy. Alright, is there anywhere that would really feel like building a frontier outpost. I've got a ton of influence. I mean, there's a total of 8 energy down here. Okay, yeah. We'll build that frontier outpost. That'll take care of its maintenance cost, to a certain degree at least. Up there. Can't see enough over there. Oh, there's quite a bit over here. Do we want to build it there? I'm not sure if we would get this one. I don't know enough about what's up there. I don't really know enough about what's down there. Well, that would probably bump this into our space, so yeah, let's go ahead and frontier outpost here. There we go. So that'll take care of some of our influence.
Anomaly found.
We've detected odd radiation that our science officer demands to investigate. Alright, let's go ahead and research that. Let's watch this complete.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Peter Holtgrew, 0% failure risk. Go ahead and research that. Fire of the Furnace. We have made an interesting find on Lothandra 3. However, it is not related to the planet itself. While conducting our usual tests, we captured some odd data from a far-off system's star. Its radiation indicates that it is able to fuse together beryllium without spallation, something that should not be possible. The science team are eager to investigate and have limited the potential stars down to 2 not-too-distant systems. Consult the situation log for details. This could prove fruitful. Begins the unusual star stuff event chain.
Situation log updated.
I don't actually know what this one does. Alright. Oh, yeah. That's pretty close. Alright, once we're done with this system...
System survey complete.
Alright, before you do anything else, jump down here. Let's go ahead and research that. Actually, we will go ahead and... Now, go ahead and do that first, and then we'll go to those 2 systems.
System survey complete.
Ooh, 4 and 11. That's pretty nice.
Special project complete.
Mass extinction asteroid. The asteroid is actually a chunk of what was once a habitable and probably inhabited planet. Regular but overlapping fracture patterns indicate that the planetary demolition was intentional and controlled, if somewhat rushed. All signs point to this planet being the homeworld of whatever species destroyed it. We may never know what drove them to consider planetary annihilation to be the lesser evil, and perhaps we should be grateful for that. Okay. Broken Cybrex warforms. The broken remains of 2 Cybrex warforms have been discovered in orbit around Rochelle 4A. They appear to have been destroyed in battle, but no debris from their adversary has been found. Either they were badly outmatched, or there is more to this engagement than it seems. Interesting.
Situation log updated.
Let's see. Nope. Alright. Alright, so you're done here. Where do I want to take you now? I guess I'll just start exploring out in this area. Since you're already out here. I mean, there is a world that I could go out here and colonize. It'd be nicer if there's some other better stuff. I'll go survey all that.
Situation log updated.
Encounter in Mintaka. Interesting. Oh, hey! We've got one of those things. And we've got an ocean world here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and research them right away.
Research complete.
And we've finished global energy management. Excellent. Energy grid. Oh, that's good. Orbital sensor arrays are really nice. Oh, orbital energy conversion. No, gotta get that. That's gonna really help. Now you're migrating. Alright. Actually, you work that. Let's see. Actually, that's probably not a good idea. Let's see. Actually, no, that's fine. It's producing the same amount. So we'll go ahead and replace that. Down here. Go ahead and replace this one. And here we can upgrade that. And for now, you work that. Need to get that upgraded before we can build the energy grid. Hey, more swirling shadows. Always nice. Alright, let's go research that first.
Special project complete.
After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the independent space station of the Psittacan Merchant Guild. Interesting. Gain 53 influence.
Well met, friends. I represent the Psittacan Merchant Guild, and let me be the first to welcome you to the Mintaka system. Our organization consists of hundreds of independent Psittacan merchant captains who brave the spaceways in search of the next good deal. At our facilities, you will be able to trade away your excess minerals for energy or vice versa. Please contact us if you are interested in such an arrangement. Well met.
Well, we're not interested right now because we are
Anomaly found.
kind of bleeding edge of what we've got available. Let's go ahead and research that. Well, I'm getting plus 18 now, so that's not too bad. I have a lot of influence right now. Yeah, I've got a mayor on each planet, so it's not that big of a deal. Just not really a whole lot to do with my influence at the moment. Ancient survey marker. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Churton 3A. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Fascinating. That's pretty nice. That looks like it's going to be a pretty good mineral world.
Anomaly found.
Alright, optical scans indicate that the surface of Mintaka 2 is unusually verdant in places.
Construction
Research that.
complete.
This is an ocean world.
Construction complete.
Seems okay.
Research complete.
Okay, selective defoliants. Excellent. New research. Xenohydraulic mastery or border range plus 20%. I think the border range right now is going to be better because there's a bunch of stuff right on my border that I would like to get. And this is also probably a good... Oh, let's go ahead and upgrade that. Can't afford to clear it. Cornucopicturesque. I don't know if I've seen this one before. Mintaka 2's surface is dotted with irregular patches of intense greenery. Science Officer Kijikun is not yet ready to explain the mechanics behind the soil's localized hyperfertility, but asserts that much of the native flora is suitable for mitochondrial consumption with only minimal processing needed. Fantastic! Adds cornucopia modifier to Mintaka 2, additional food. Alright, so right now we've got 1 food here, 1 food there, 1 there, and 3 there. Alright, so it just added this 3. Not bad. Getting up there is going to be a little bit of a issue.
Special project complete. System survey complete.
After studying the wreckage of 2 Cybrix warforms over Rochelle 4A, Science Officer Arden Kell has concluded that they were most likely destroyed when fighting each other. This theory explains the lack of non-Cybrix debris, and it fits the damage patterns found on the wrecks. Why the 2 Cybrix vessels turned on each other remains a mystery, however. After they were immobilized, both warforms triggered some kind of self-destruct mechanism that fried their neural processors. An interesting find. 131 physics research. Alright, before you do that, let's go ahead and bump up there, and then bump up there. Well, or bump up there and then there. Whatever. Oh. When you're done there, go ahead and build that mining station. Get those energy credits. Oh wow, 10. It's just outside of our border range.
Construction complete.
Let's see, we can upgrade that and that. What are we looking at? Not enough money. Figures. Fire of the furnace. We seem to have found the right system. The radiation data of the local star match the ones previously encountered. A special project has been issued to perform research on the star.
Situation log updated.
Oh, well. Go ahead and research that first.
Research complete.
Ooh, 2 things completed. Orbital research conversion, excellent. Solar panel network, and let's go for... I mean, assist research is going to be good, but I haven't encountered another race yet. It's crazy. I want to go for the cold fusion power. And here, let's go for the deep core mining. Let's get some more minerals. I know one of my friends, if he decides to watch this, is going to be really pissed off at me for not encountering anyone else yet, because he always ends up getting stuck right next to another empire all the time. Like, goes without, you know, never fails, just always next to someone else. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to be able to get 2 of these. That is very good. Alright, so when we come back, it'll take... It looks like it'll take 2 months to get enough. Yeah, just barely not enough. So when we return, we will be putting some solar panel networks on our space stations. See you next time, everyone.